What's up guys, Snooki here, and in this video I will try and show you guys how to kill Malachi. And then we're gonna have a little talk about maybe what's balanced, what's not, if we would like to see any changes. But first off, I'll give you my few thoughts on how this fight should be done. So first of all, with any boss fight in this game there comes preparation. Throughout the history of PoE, all these bosses have always required some level of gear and some level of damage for you to really manage them. And number one is getting your resists in order. Especially fire is important here because there's the fire traps everywhere and you need to have that sorted out. Cold as well, as I do believe that the tentacles are cold damage, so this is an important resist to cap. Yet I do not think that his slam or the big explosion after he submerges is lightning, but it could be. Nevertheless, with looking at the entire area and belly of the beast, you should cap all your resist before venturing into this zone, because you will encounter every one of them. On top of that, especially on Malachi, most of his stuff is physical damage, so endurance charges is an amazing means of defense. So that's what I'm going to be using. I have taken out some of my gems. I have bought a low level incinerate to give you the same kind of speed I would have killed him in higher level. I have around the same damage here as I had when I faced him in normal. Just around the same damage. My health is obviously higher, so we're gonna try and stay above the 2000 life. If we dip below that, we would consider ourselves to have died. I've changed out the flame totem as well, so that does less damage, as you can see here. And I have changed out, I'll actually take out fire pen. I was using fire pen, but I have some extra damage nodes on the tree, so we're gonna take that out. The golem as well, I de-leveled that into 4. A little higher than I would have had it here, but still within reason, so it doesn't tank everything. So I'll be using the flame totem and summon golem to distract him while I do my main DPS with my incinerate, which does quite a lot. Okay, let's get started. So in this phase, we fight Malachi with the help of Piety. You want to have the totem ready. You want to come have this up. So this has kind of a limited cone here. These guys hurt quite a lot. As you can see, that's like 600 damage every time. That is like a third of your health at this point. You want to endure and cry all the time on these. You can hear that's because he's submerging. But you see here, not a lot of damage is being taken. No, I'll take out Echo. Just again, we're just dodging everything. Listening to what he's doing. The big and then boom. That's really the sound cue. So what's the okay, here we walk away. We're now waiting for that, and we go into the side right here, do some good deeps to him. And we can then move again. He's doing the tentacles, we have time. Dodge everything. Looking at Malachi and what he's doing. And we can DPS Malachi, move away. Again, the big Q with the slam. You see, always I'm trying to wait for this specific zone. Ooh, ooh. Just move in big circles. It's okay to be close to Malachi. And he's dead. Will now kill. But you can see you can dodge pretty much anything. Right? It seems a little bit more scary when you're playing him on normal or cruel, when the health matters more, but I took maybe with the energy shield like 700 hits. That will like briefly stun you. You heal it up, you make sure you come in with potions again, you use portals, and you're fine. I didn't take more than a 700 hit throughout this fight. I don't really have extra armor, a little bit. I have like my enduring cry was not even up, so I'm actually taking much less than I would have done. Or I'm taking more than I would have done if I played this perfectly. You could also enfeeble him, that would help. But you can see you can dodge a lot. You do the same thing down here. Like you can have these things up. And keep an eye on him all the time. He blinks. He does that one. You have time to DPS, and you can move. He does these. These are the main issues. Submerge. You keep moving. This is why you need fire res. If you stay on the edge, he will throw these at you, and they will stay on the edge, right? We're waiting for that specific moment. Do some good DPS. He does the heart. We have time again. You see, we're not even getting hit here. Not even getting hit. Moving away. Boom. Stay on the edge. Just look at him. Just try and like keep him on the side here. Come in and DPS. Can do some enduring cry. Oh. He goes down. He blows up. Boom. He blinks. Just that thing again. You now trigger that one. You wanna like try and move him away. That hurt a little bit. That would have been scary right there. This is kind of why you want to stay a little bit further on the side so you don't box yourself in. I don't really want to... If I don't see what he's doing, I don't like to... There we go. And we killed that one. So again, waiting for his abilities. We have plenty of space to move, as you can see here. Let's keep moving around, keep moving around. He's not very fast. He submerges, then move. Drag into this side of the area. We could go up here, Quicksilver, behind him. Oh, I forgot. Submerges, move away. Come back in. Come close to him again. Sweat it out. Okay, we would have been low right there. That would have been very low. Okay, let's see here. Come around him, do some damage. You see, we got plenty of time as soon as he does that. Again, do damage. And you can just TP in and out here all the time. And that should be it, yeah. He goes up. Give yourself some space here again. See, got some good deeps going there. Move around him. Click that one.
You are being selfish.
Okay, we got that. Just like a 700 hit there again. It's okay. You could pot through that. Okay, now there's a lot of shit in here. This is why you want fire res, because these are the things you cannot avoid. Here we do a lot of damage again. These things will do. Let me actually show you what some of these things does. See here, physical damage, standing on the ground. I'm just gonna get hurt here. It's okay. Burning damage, so that's fire. There's a lot of fire damage in here. That's fire. I do think that's cold damage. That was like 700 again. But here again, to finish it off, move behind him, clear those out, heal up, submerge, you keep moving. You can hear the every time he submerges as well. He does that one, and we kill him off. You see? For the most part, I never did below 3000, even through the energy shield. My regen is fairly okay. It's like 45 here. That's maybe like 2% at this level. Maybe like 3% at this level. So it's easy to just do that and Enduring Cry to keep your health up all the time. As you can see, I didn't really use potions. It was mostly just a base regen and every once in a while the Enduring Cry. And that's actually helping you a lot here. So that was the fight. So I think a lot of people, when doing this fight, are making the mistake of rushing too much. They don't understand a lot of it as physical damage. I see very few people, even in Feeble, use things as like a decoy totem, a golem. I don't see people using Enduring Cry enough. Enduring Cry with 4 charges will remove 12% of the damage. Like all his physical damage will be reduced by 12% just by having 3 charges. And you can use it all the time, and it regens you, and it helps you cap your resist. Boom. Enduring Cry is something I see way too few people use. A lot of people are saying, oh, I got one shot again, I got one shot again. In this fight, as you could see, it is literally impossible, if you're a ranged character at least, to get hit by any of his explosions or slams, unless you're doing something completely wrong. This is very easy to avoid. I think even Dominus, Touch of God, proves a little bit more difficult to avoid at times because you have to slow in between. He blinks on you and stuff like that. Obviously here you could get unlucky because he does do the submerge and he could come up while you're trying to traverse through another area. But again, a fire resist potions to clear out the mines, very important, and the physical damage to and the Enduring Cry to help with the bombs and the ground tentacle, blah, right? You know, the hentai effect. So that's very important. I think those two are very important. And then someone suggested using like a summoned skeleton totem to clear up a lot of the stuff. Like I didn't like this is my damage here. This is consistent. This is consistent with the damage I would have at this level. This is completely consistent with what I would have at this level. So I didn't have like super damage here. I never dropped below, like I dropped to like what I would consider like 20 to 30% HP in the fight. Didn't play this perfectly. Could have used a portal every once in a while if I was coming here on normal. So honestly, I think the fight is pretty nicely tuned. I think maybe the damage on the overhead smash and the explosion out of the submerged does maybe too much damage in the center. I think it does do more damage in the center, but I've seen people getting one shot with ridiculous amount of HP on normal and cruel. Maybe bring it down a little bit. I could see that. Everything else I think is within reason, honestly. I really do. People haven't learned this fight yet, and I think before giving this too much hate, I know that I've played this game a lot, but before giving this too much hate and cry for a nerf, I would really argue that people should just take the time to learn the mechanics. You see, when he did the tentacles in front, you have if you use like a melee skill, Molten Strike, you can go in and right behind his back, have a Quicksilver ready, woof, jump in there, and then burst him down. You will have the same. If you have a good single target setup, you'll have the same damage as my Incinerate, and then you just have a good AoE to like clear the trash mobs to regen flash charges. You make sure you have a good amount of resist or just a little bit of regen, so you can like continuously gain back the HP. Use Enduring Cry all the time to gain back the HP. You're fine. So this was Malachi. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.